welcome back to my channel. I know what you're thinking, girl, you look a hot mess. So what I decided to do today was film a video featuring obviously the coveted, beautiful Born to Run palette. I know you guys really wanted to see looks with that palette, as well as me incorporating one of these NYX shadows, or 2 or 3, I don't know. We're gonna play around with this makeup, but if you haven't seen my recent haul video, I'll link it up here. That way you guys can go back to that and watch it later. I have nothing on, but then I do have like a Sephora type top. The reason for that is because this is kind of what I look like every single morning when I'm getting ready to go to work. And so I thought it would be fun to kind of show you guys how I would get ready to go to work, like if I have like an important meeting or something like that. And I put a top on, but I totally have like sweats on right now. So I have sweatpants on because I am staying home today. But if I had to go to work, I would probably wear this for the day and then do something to my hair later on. So we're gonna get right into it and play with our makeup. So I thought it would be fun to use some of the products that I generally don't use or are currently new to my collection. So I'm gonna pull out this Becca product. I actually, where did I get this? I feel like I missed out on a box where everyone got this, so I ended up just like going and getting it. And this is the Skin Perfected. You can mix this in with your foundation, or you can apply it on your skin. Just have this be the product that you use, and it just makes your skin look so glowy and healthy and pretty. But I'm gonna use this as a primer. Wow, that's like shimmery. Let me use a mirror. And I've mentioned this to you guys before. I don't know why my sideburn hair, like they grow long enough, but then they do this. You guys can see I have a little bit of puffiness here, and that is because my daughter started school yesterday and I was like super emotional. I didn't cry, but like I held it in, but my eyes did water a lot throughout the day. And I didn't get much sleep because I'm waking up earlier. So I'm gonna go ahead, we got this in a boxy charm. I'm gonna apply this under my eyes while I do my eye makeup. That way it'll help kind of like hydrate and depuff under my eyes in the meantime. So we're gonna get right into the eyes. To prime my lids, I'm gonna use the Smashbox lid primer in the shade Light. Okay, my lids are primed. Let's start playing with some shadow. Okay, so a lot of you guys wanted to see a few shades in a look. I don't know how I'm gonna play this out, but I know for sure I'm gonna use Weekender on the crease. This is like a light cream shade. I'm going to apply that all over the crease, and I'm gonna blend that out. Okay, so that was a poor shade selection, even though it is a beautiful shade. It did nothing to my crease, so we're gonna go with shade light, darker, and I'm gonna use Riff, which is like a orangey kind of camel color. I'm gonna use that because I did want to add, there we go, a little bit of color in the crease, and then we're gonna build. I think I want to do brown and green for this look. Not that it matches my top, no it doesn't, and it's okay, I'm cool with it. Okay, now I want to go in with this brown tone right here. It's called Punk. It is called a Punk. And apply this directly onto our crease, but I'm gonna use my brush at an angle. Instead of internally, like straight into the crease, I want to just apply it like in the crease and the lower portion. So holding the brush a little differently will definitely make a difference. So I just want to like hold it at an angle closer to yourself, and you just want to blend that in. You want to keep the initial colors you used, but you also want to add some of that brown and be able to see that brown. So that is exactly what I'm doing. With a different brush, I'm going to dip into Wanderlust, which is such a pretty kind of green shade. Okay, this is a really pretty green, wow. I want to use the very same brush we used on our crease, and I just want to blend out the edges, and we're going to go back in with a little more brown because we're going to blow this out just a little bit on the outer corner. Taking a little more of that brown, what I'm going to do is not on the shadow, so not on the lid, but like on the outer corner, like right here. So this area right here, I'm just going to blend some more shadow onto the edge and just kind of flick it out a little bit. I have this thing, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I like my shadow to surpass my crease, kind of getting pretty close to my lashes, and then I tend to just kind of like blend it out, almost like cat eye, but not with a liner. It gives the face this kind of pulled back effect, almost like you got a facelift but you didn't. I guess you'll see what I'm talking about once I conceal down here. It'll look really good. To finish off this eye look, I would generally go in with a lighter shade that would go very well with the green. So I would definitely try to do this big sky color just because it's like a bluish green type of situation. So I would apply it like a halo kind of eye, and I would just apply it directly in the middle, blend it out so it's kind of very gradient, and call it a day. It gives you that pop of color, as well as it brings the attention into the eyes, which is a beautiful look. The only thing is, I'm gonna put this palette away for a second because you guys really wanted to see the NYX shadows in action. So what Mama's gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and play around with these babies. I feel like because we're using the green, we want a nice pop and something that goes really well with the green. I can definitely do the silver, but I can also do the gold. I'm gonna go with the gold today, and I haven't used a brush with it yet. This is gonna be the first time I use a brush. Don't use a brush. Don't use a brush. All the brush is gonna do is kind of move it around for you, and that's not cute. So the best way that it seems like it's gonna work is with your fingers. So just tap your finger into place to pick up some of that pigment. It is super moussey though, it moves around, so you have to be careful. But I'm gonna use my finger, and then I am going to tap this. Ooh! You see that? Okay, I am gonna tap this directly in the middle of my lid, in or on the middle of my lid. There we go, on the middle of my lid, and I'm going to just blend this out. I don't want it to go all over the lid because I want that green to still pop, but you see how I like dabbed it in the middle and then blended to the right, and then I blended to the left, and you just get that pop of color. You know what, these are really, really good, and the fact that they're buildable, you can just keep going and apply more and more of this product until it's like super opaque. I really like this. I know I don't apply lashes all the time. I feel like you guys don't necessarily do lashes like for every single look, so I like keeping my looks realistic. But for today, I am going to use some lashes that my friend sent me in a package. So I'm going to go in and apply my mascara. Apply whatever your favorite mascara is. Y'all know I usually just pull this one out. I love the effect that it gives my lashes. The lashes I'm gonna use are these Kiss lashes right here. These are supposed to look really natural, and they have tapered ends. These lashes were gifted to me by my friend Kicking It with Chris. I'm gonna link her channel down below. You guys should definitely go check her out. I just love her personality. She's just relatable, and the fact that I don't really talk to people on YouTube like that, and this is the one person that I reached out to and was like, hi, you know, and I reached out to her via comment, then she reached out to me, and we just built this friendship like out of nowhere, which was weird, but it's just so organic. She's so real. I love her. She sent me a package, and these lashes were in there. I was waiting for like a good tutorial to use this in. If you do choose to apply lashes, this is the difference. So it gives that flare, gives that your eye look a little bit more of a sexy kind of So if you choose not to apply lashes, then this is what your eye is going to look like, which is still beautiful. And if you do choose to wear lashes, then you kind of glam it up a little more. Alrighty, my lashes are on. If you do not know how to apply lashes, or you still find it difficult to apply lashes, feel free to check this video out. I did like a shortcut and like a tips and trick lash video showing you guys how it is that I learned to apply lashes, and I find that a whole bunch of my subscribers and actually people just visiting my channel found that video very useful. So feel free to check it out if you'd like some tips and tricks on maybe making the lash application process a little bit easier for you. Alright, so now that my eyes are at least a good portion of them are already done, I am going to remove these masks. Since I always use like the same concealer, I'm going to change it up, and I'm going to use my Naked concealer. I haven't used this in quite a while. I feel like it's not as thick and not as good as my Tarte Shape Tape. But now that I'm using this microfiber sponge, I just figured, you know what, girl, just do yourself a favor. Pull out your Naked Skin Concealer and see if you like it now, since this sponge does use way less product. To help clean up the bottom portion of my eye, like in this area, I just drag my concealer out that way. So it'll give me the cat eye effect that I want. I don't have a brand new foundation, so I don't have a foundation that you guys haven't seen before to kind of feature in the video, but I am going to use this baby here. Yes, it is a Shape Tape concealer. This one is in Tan Sand. This one matches my skin tone wonderfully. I know that they have the actual foundation, like the Shape Tape foundation, but all the reviews on it are like not great, and I kind of don't want to spend the money knowing that so many of the reviews are like terrible. I kind of skipped on it because the moment it came out, people had nothing but negative things to say about it, and I wasn't sure that I would love it or hate it, so I didn't get it. I want to hear your opinions. If you guys think it's a great foundation, let me know. But if you guys are like, yeah, you know what, we haven't tried it either, and you should try it for us and let us know, then that's an excuse for me to get it. Whether I love it or hate it, I can definitely get it and kind of review it on my channel. We're gonna go ahead and test this setting powder that I hauled the other day. I haven't tried any of the stuff until today, so let's see. I know a lot of you guys are like interested in kind of picking up this powder, but I haven't even tried the powder, so I wouldn't be able to tell you if it's any good or not. So we are trying this now. Okay, the powder is kind of nice. It feels like the RCMA No Color powder. I don't know how it's gonna last throughout the day. Let me see a close up. I don't know, under my eyes doesn't look crepey or dry or flaky, so that's actually a really good thing. I don't know, I'm gonna try this powder a few more times before I decide if I'm gonna dump the powder out and just refill the container, or I will continue to use the powder until it finishes. I don't know, we gotta really try it out. So with a palette like this one, y'all know I'm gonna have to smoke out the under eye. So what I want to do is I'm gonna go in with that beautiful Riff color, that kind of burnt orange. I'm gonna go in with that under the eyes and lightly blend that in, and then all the way out, so you don't have like that straight line, you just have like a diffused line. And then we're gonna go in with that green, obviously. It's like a pretty emerald green, like really pretty. And I'm just going to use a synthetic brush to just kind of apply that along the lash line, but like the lower portion of it. And because I used greens and browns, I'm gonna go in with my full spectrum liner. This is by Makeup Geek and it's in the color Espresso. It's a brown. So we are going to just add a little bit of depth to our actual waterline. I finished off the eyes by adding mascara over on the bottom lash line. Now we're gonna go ahead and bronze, girl. So I'm gonna use this palette. If you haven't heard of this before, this is by Guys FX. Look how you get a mirror, and then look at these shades. They have, I want to say they have 3 different shade selections. I forgot they had a setting powder. It's like a banana powder. It's nice and matte, but they also have a highlighter, and they have a contour and bronzer shade as well. But obviously I'm looking a little pale because of that powder. I don't know how I feel about that powder now. I feel like I look super pale, so we're gonna fix this right now. I'm gonna use a highlighter from the very same palette. Oh, that's a pretty highlighter. Wow. Okay, diffuse that, honey. Diffuse it. This palette is actually really nice, and I like the highlighter a lot. I mean, enough to where I applied it on my inner corners, which I don't do all the time. Another thing you'll probably notice is that I applied highlighter over on my brow bone before doing my brows. I tend to do that whenever I have some type of shimmer on the middle of my eyelids, or if I'm doing like a very natural and glowy look. It just kind of ties in your highlight, your eyes, and your brows all together, and I just love the way it looks. For the brows, I'm gonna go back to basics, and I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist, right? Yep, Brow Stylist Definer. I use mine in dark brunette. This is such a great dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills pencil. It is super affordable, and it's as thin. The formula is just as great. I was using it for so long until we got that It Cosmetics pencil. through BoxyCharm, and then I kind of got addicted to that one, but we're bringing it back. The brows are all done, and I just noticed I forgot to apply some blush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the blush that I have offhand, which I use every single day. This is the Makeup Geek Spellbound blush. It is beautiful. It just gives you that little bit of a flush without being overly pink. For the lips, I'm gonna use a combo that may be a little rare, but I like them put together, and I feel like with this look, the look alone is more than enough, so I want to pull off like a nude color on the lips. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this lip liner right here. This is by Estee Lauder, and it's called the Barest Lip Liner. The shade is in the Buff, number 05, and then I'm gonna use this Dose of Colors lipstick in the shade Poise. Look how pretty she is. Look how pretty she is. This is the outcome when you use those two products together. It's like, I don't know, I really like it. It's like a really nice nude on my lips, but it also like emphasizes the lips along with the look. I don't even know. I'm just like really obsessed with these two products put together and how they turn out. It looks really nice. This is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I made it simple enough for you guys to kind of follow. If you have any questions, let me know down below. I really like this palette. I like the way it turned out on my eyes. Everything blended so beautifully and everything was just so buttery. I really do love this palette. I can't wait till I create another look. I'm gonna see if maybe I can film another video tomorrow or the day after, just so that I can just play. Honestly, I'm gonna use videos as an excuse to play with this palette. I also wanted to let you guys know that I have amazing subscribers. So I know there's still interest on the starter boxes from FabFitFun, and so a lot of my subscribers, when they get their codes for the $5 shipping free box, a lot of my subscribers are sharing it in the comment section, but I know there's so many people requesting a link or to like a referral link to the point that it kind of gets lost. And I have one subscriber, her name is Daniela, and she reached out to me. She felt so bad about so many people not being able to get a Luxe box. She just wants to kind of like spread some love, some positivity, maybe some cheer. And so what she wanted to do was she wanted to share her link for a FabFitFun starter box. So what I'm gonna do is in this video, the first comment is going to be a comment by me asking you guys to respond to that comment, adding your email address if you're interested in a starter box. Daniela will then follow up and pick someone to send the link to. My understanding is she only has one, but if you're one of those people who has starter boxes, feel free to grab email address from that pinned comment section as well. So just make sure you look for that pinned comment down below. Daniela, you are amazing. Thank you so much for thinking of reaching out to me about, you know, your suggestion and like wanting to kind of share that benefit with my community. It really does mean a lot. All right, guys, that is a wrap for this video. As per usual, my social media platforms will be right here. Make sure you go follow me there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.